heard people saying that, after my periods, I can't get pregnant. Is it true? I don't think it's true.
After your period, I
You
think
can
you are
easily
safe.
get pregnant.
You are unsafe. You are unsafe between 5 to 7 days, but then after that you are safe again.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. If it's your first time here, like, share and subscribe. My name is Sonia Amoli and I'm with my sister Leah. She introduced herself.
Hello guys, my name is Leah and I'm happy to be here today. We want to have a very fabulous discussion with my sister here, so stay tuned, relax and enjoy.
Yeah, I'm having a question from a 12-year-old. It's a funny question, but yeah, we can talk about it if you don't mind. Yeah, this question says, can I get pregnant if I have sex before I start my periods?
Yes, that's a very nice question and it's a nice topic. I remember when we were still very young kids, we used to have discussion on that topic, and I'm happy because we are here with my sister. I'm sure we've gone through the same thing.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, and you know one thing, if you are a teenager, I have to say 2 points here. Why would you even think of having sex when you are a teenager? You know, there are so many risks attached to it. If you are a teenager, you can get pregnant easily, and most of the teenagers, they don't know how to calculate their safe days, which I would say. So and then they get really confused when they are with the boys, like, they don't use condom, most of them. So there are so many risks
it's a
attached to
risk.
it. Yeah.
It's really, but it's good we talk about them and show them the right things, either to abstain and just stay away from sex. Because at the end of the day, our African mothers don't talk about sex. They really don't talk about them. And it's good, we grow knowing what are the risks if you have sex when we're still young, or what we need to do like with sex. So it's really good to know what are the, like, can I get pregnant if I have sex?
Yeah.
Can I? And I'm 12 years, or I haven't got my periods yet. Yes, you can get pregnant.
That's true. And we as parents, or parents out there, don't be shy, don't be afraid to talk about sex with your children, because it's better when they learn it from you than when they learn it from outside. And one thing I have to add on to this, there's never a safe time to have sex. It's never safe to have sex. But yes, we can all get pregnant when you have sex before your menstrual periods. Science says that you are more fertile closer to your ovulation, and ovulation
That's
is
right.
when the eggs is being released from the ovaries. So you are more fertile during that time. So before that is when you have your menses, I mean.
Yeah. But I've heard people saying that, after my periods, I can't get pregnant. Is it true? I don't think it's true.
After your period, I think
You can
you are
easily
safe.
get pregnant.
You are unsafe. You are unsafe between 5 to 7 days, but then after that you are safe again.
Because I still don't understand. I am married. I have
It's so
children.
confusing, I know.
I don't even know my safe days, honestly speaking.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard. You find, because you know why? Even me, sometimes it becomes so difficult because most of my periods are irregular periods. So this month I will have my period on the 12th. Next month I will have it on the 20th. So it's so hard to track my periods. And that's why we are saying teenagers, there's no safe periods, safe time to be safe from getting pregnant.
Which is true.
It's true.
It's true. Don't risk it, girls. Don't risk it.
So one thing I would advise, most of our African parents, they advise us to abstain. And in the world of today, the foods we are eating, the things we are seeing on the social media and on television, on news, there's a lot of pornography outside there. And I think we are just not ready to abstain, and it's hard to really just chill.
And forget
So
about
yeah,
it.
when it comes to
stays
that,
inside our mind, we'll be thinking about, oh, I need to go for
yeah,
it, but it's not really not good.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And you wake up early in the morning, whatever you see on the TV, whatever your friends share on Facebook is just so disturbing.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
And what I have to say is, when you're in that kind of situation, I know all of us cannot abstain, but the best thing is to abstain. But if we can't abstain, just use a condom. It's more safer.
And if you if you abstain, you actually stay away from a lot of things, like like getting diseases, because there's a lot of they call them what,
STDs and
STDs, yeah, that you can get through having sex, because you don't trust the person you're having sex with. You don't know how many women he slept with. You don't know, for example, if he's a young boy, you don't know how many girlfriends he slept with, so you have to be really, really careful when it comes to sex. And there's a saying that they say, I don't know if you know about it, that we get demons through sex.
That's true. Oh my God.
Because I don't know what is in you. When you have sex with me, you just transfer it to me, and then unajikuta tu uko na things that you don't even understand in your life. You have, your life is not moving anymore. Now it used to move. It's because of people we sleep with. We really have to be very, very, very careful as young girls.
Great point.
Yeah, as young girls, with who we sleep with, who we give our body to. And if you're a young girl out there under 18, I really want to advise you, stay away from sex. Maybe focus on your studies. Focus on important things for now. This thing you'll have, it's a must. You're gonna have sex in your life. It's a must. You know what I mean? You're gonna have sex in your life, because ukimalizana na masomo, and then you get your job, good job, you get a good husband, and enjoy sex the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And just to add on what my sister said, it is true that there is spiritual connection with whoever you are having sex with. That's why the Bible tells us, like, sex before marriage is just sin. So whoever you have sex with, whoever breaks your virginity, and marriage tells us that two comes and then they become one person. What connects us to be one? So there's spiritual connections with who you have sex with, and just as she said, you can carry various stuff just from having sex with different people. Like, you never know the background of this man or these women you are sleeping with. And if you keep on sleeping, having sex from one man or from one woman to another,
receiving what you don't know.
Yeah, that's true. And I remember one of my parents used to tell me when I was young that nobody can die. You can't die. Like, the fact that you are not having sex cannot kill you.
You can't. Who told you would die?
Like, some of us, we say, oh, I have to have sex this week, I have to have sex this year, but you can't die. Just you have to train yourself. You have to have this self-esteem.
Be patient.
Yeah.
Be patient.
You will never die from not having sex.
Especially if you're a young girl. I don't know why I'm only sticking to young girls, because boys too should abstain, because it's us who carries all the stress. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you get pregnant, unwanted pregnancies, unwanted diseases. Some people get HIV/AIDS. You don't know, we carry these things, and then it's not maybe with partner you got a child to take care of from that, unprotected sex, whatever. You have to take care of that child. It's your stress, because men don't really care. They will leave us, and we don't want to take care. If you're lucky, your man will take you.
That's true.
And if you're not, then when I struggle, I'm mtoto ngaika juu chini. So we need to be really careful. If you're still a young girl from 12 to 18 and above, be patient, very, very patient, until it's time, until you feel like, yes, this is the right time to go, and then you can go. And we're actually off topic, sorry.
We are not off topic.
Can I get pregnant
before my periods?
Before I get my period?
Yes, you can get pregnant.
pregnant.
Yeah.
You can get 100%. You can get pregnant.
Yeah.
You are a nurse, I'm a nurse, so we know what we are talking about.
You can get pregnant just before your periods. As I said, just before your period, that's when you ovulate, and it's never safe. It's never safe to have sex. And one thing we should know also, just choose your friends wisely. You know, the friends you work with, the friends you associate with, they contribute highly to whatever decisions you make. Yeah. So just, you know, there's no way we can talk about this in a better way, but depending on your menstrual periods, regular, irregular, you know, you can always get pregnant any time of the month.
Even someone at 9 years old, I've seen someone at 9 years getting pregnant.
9 years old.
Yeah.
9 years.
9 years. So don't think you can get pregnant at 12. Anyway, this young girl continued asking me, saying, I'll read the question.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, as we say, they can get pregnant
just before the period.
Before
yes.
their period.
Yeah.
Now, another question is, what contraception or planning methods are recommended for an adolescent? We are still talking at the 12-year-old.
Yeah.
What are the best contraceptions they can use?
Family planning? Did she say family planning or?
It's all the same. Family planning or contraception, it's all one thing. What a funny question.
I know. You know, the reason why it's called family planning, it's meant for married people. It's meant for families. We are trying to control the number of children we are supposed to have. And that's only meant for people who are married. But you know, our girls, our young girls, they are at risk, very high risk of getting pregnant. So we as parents, we have to talk to our kids. We have to choose the best contraceptive for our young kids. We can't just leave them to die because, you know, we can't just leave them to get pregnant. And
what about, you say it's for families, what about me who is not married and I want to, I don't want to get pregnant?
It's just, I can say it's just a warning, because don't even think of it. Don't even think of having contraceptive like family planning. That's why, you know, they are called family planning. So it's meant for actually it's meant for the family. So when you think of controlling getting pregnant, you know, when you just stop thinking about it, you just say to yourself, I'm not gonna get pregnant until I get married. But a situation comes where you can't control yourself, you know. That's when we have to use the pills.
Contraception.
Yeah, we have to use the injections, we have to use the Mirena, you know. Yeah, so.
But still, I feel like it's not safe for young girls.
What can you do, Sonia? This is the thing, Sonia.
There's no contraception for adolescents, to be honest. Well, it's for adults, like big people who are married, like you said.
Yeah.
But still, these young girls can still use it, but it's not recommended. That's me. It's people say, okay, you can have it so you don't get pregnant.
Yeah.
But there is also some disadvantages of it. Because if you get it when you're a young girl, remember you're still a young girl, you're growing inside there. Yeah? Your ovaries, let me say something, those ovaries inside, they're still young, they're growing. Yeah? They're developing. That's the right word to use. They're developing.
Yeah.
So once you use these contraceptions, they go in there, they find them when they're still developing, they're still at a young stage, let me say. They're now developing, growing. Don't you think you damage them?
That's true.
By the time you start giving birth, you give birth to what you don't understand, you'll be like, what is this good? And that's, I don't, sitaki kusema hapa minga, lakini unajua hapa tuko na wale watu wenye, you know, vichwa vielewe sana, and you have to understand. Me, I had to think about it twice. I'm like, what causes this? Kwa nini watu wako hivi wengi, you know? Sorry, I don't want to say this in English. So mi nielewa kama unakutana watoto wengi wanatumia hizo ma contraception wala wakinyaliki wadogo. Ikiwa na mimi. Sasa zinawachoma huko ndani. Fika around 30 something wanataka kuzaa, wanataka kuanza familia. Ndio wanazaa. Don't you think so? Wanazaa hiyo. Like,
can
I don't know.
Question,
ask
Sonia?
me. This is what comes into my mind. I'm like, these things are not safe.
I know they're 100% they are not safe. And when you go to the village back in Africa, I used to have these old shoshos, old mamas, you know. They will go for the natural way to control birth, and they will give us this, we call them dawa za kienyeji, you understand? So these are...
So kuna dawa za kienyeji?
Yeah. We have dawa za kienyeji to control birth. So they won't go for the artificial ones, but they will go for the
natural ones.
Yeah, they will go for which is much safer. It's much safer than the artificial ones, you know. But you can... Let me just pose these questions to you. You have this 15-year-old girl. Let's say she's your daughter. And you've just realized she can't control herself. She keeps sleeping with different men. And let's just assume you've aborted 3 kids for this 15-year-old girl of yours. What would you do? Would you use the... I know they are not safe, but would you use them or not? Will you keep on aborting the kids?
No, I don't support that. I will actually use it. I'm saying they can use it, but they're not safe.
Yeah.
Use it knowing I'm using this thing to control myself. If I don't want to give birth, but they are actually not safe. They're not safe at all. They're not good. I'm worried and I'm scared to use them. I'm scared. I'm too scared.
It is true. I had this friend
sometimes you just have no option but to use them. You're scared
they are not
to use
safe.
them. They are not safe. My young girls here are not scared of you. They will just go for it. Okay, nipe. You're still a young girl. You're not even married. Why is it contraception?
Family planning methods. They are meant for families, not young girls. But they are not safe. You'll reach that point whereby you want to get kids and they kind of block you. They kind of block your fallopian tubes. They block your ovaries. They affect your uterus. So it depends with how your body reacts with the contraceptives. And if you are just not strong enough in your internal organs, they can really affect you in the near future. So first thing first, abstain. Don't think about sex.
Number 1 is abstain.
Don't think about sex. Just don't think about it. Not the kind of friends you have.
Yes, you can get pregnant if you have sex before your periods.
Yes.
You can get pregnant.
100%.
100%. Abstain. Do not think about sex. Yes, you can get pregnant. Concentrate on your studies. Study.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
My voice is
study. And also some people used to say, what did I want to say? Like, you know, when you are on your menses, when you are now on your periods, you know, like some people say that's the safe time to have sex.
There's no safe time.
There's no safe time. Good.
There's no safe time.
There's no safe time to have sex.
There's no safe time. There is no safe time. Make sure you love that guy that you're sleeping with and make sure that guy is ready to take you in.
Yeah.
In case of anything.
That's true. And apparently they say, like, scientists, researchers, they say, okay, women, girls, we have ovum as an egg, and then men, they have sperm, right? So when you ovulate, when you release that egg, it only stays 1 to 2 days. So 1 is the maximum day it can stay. And then the sperms, they stay 5 days. 5 days. So imagine
inside you.
5 days. So the sperm stay 5 days. So you can imagine if you have sex, let's say today you are safe, right? You have sex today.
But it's gonna stay in there in you 5 times.
So that's why we are saying there's no safe time to have sex. So you have to really follow your calendar properly. And like me who have irregular periods, it can never work with me. Yeah.
You know, I had my second baby when my first was 7 months. That was a shock part.
7 months. Oh, that's
and I thought it was my safe days, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. And me too. There's a time we tried to have a baby, but then it didn't work. So when you want it, it doesn't work. It didn't work.
Try now.
Yeah. And also there's this friend.
Try now.
No.
Not ready.
There's this friend of mine who cannot actually give birth.
Why?
Because he used this it's called the Mirena. I use something. So the one we insert. So the Mirena, I call it Mirena. So she used that one it goes for 5 years. And it really affected her fallopian tubes, her ovary, her uterus. Now When she tries to conceive, she can't.
What
Because-
do the doctors say?
Of course, is the contraceptives. They are never safe. So it reacts with some people differently. Some people it's okay, but to some people it reacts so differently. They affect your organs.
Are you serious? She can't
Mhm.
give birth because of that.
Thank you.
So young girls, can you kusikia hapa? Can you hear what we are talking about? Hey, are you serious?
Yeah,
Iko hapa ama iko Africa?
Africa. She can't give birth. She can't. She has really tried, and she can't just give birth. And also, some people just get pregnant and then they have, because abortion now is legalized. In my country, abortion is not legalized, but in Australia, some of the states, abortion is legalized. So they will just have those unsafe sex without condom, without knowing their safe days in the calendar.
Anytime.
And then they are very happy to say, in case I get pregnant, I'll abort.
Imagine.
So nothing is safe, my dear
And
teenagers.
it's not good to do abortion. Honestly,
Yeah.
I can't advise anyone to do it.
It's not right.
Your
the right
life is
thing
at
to do.
risk. Death. There's death and
Life.
and life. So just be
Yeah.
careful, young girls. And yes, you can get sick. You can get pregnant. Yes, you can get pregnant even though you haven't had your periods yet.
Yeah, you can
still get pregnant. Be
Yeah.
careful. We love you. This is the end of our show.
Yeah.
It was just a chat
Yeah.
with Leah, just a
Free
chat.
chat. Nothing much.
See you next time. Bye. Thank you for coming, Leah.
Bye bye. Thank you, Sonia.
Mwah.